Good morning, old Hillbilly Joe here, K.I.S. in Clear Lake, South Dakota. And today we are down here, and this is where I grew up. This is where I started my early part of my life, y'all.
What are you doing?
And then you have to go down this long driveway, but I'll give you a quick tour here. Well, before we had cows, this is where I grew up out here. And this is one big giant tree. This is a cottonwood tree, okay? And there used to be a building right here. You see that little fence? We had a corn crib, y'all. A couple more buildings and everything. We used to have cows, raise calves and cows, y'all. This one here is a silo. You know, that gray thing is a silo and a barn. We used to milk cows up inside that barn. And then here we got the yard where I grew up at, y'all. Yep, this is the beginning, early part of my life. I lived on a farm, y'all. And this is where I started most of my younger age life, y'all. There's the house. There's the house grew up in. And the garage, y'all. And that there shows you where old Hillbilly Joe K.I.S. started in his younger days of his life. I'll tell you about this big giant cottonwood tree, y'all. This big giant cotton tree is really, really old. There used to be another part of it that made it double the size, but the ice and the snow took it, and the wind took half of this tree down, y'all. But it's a huge tree. It's huge, y'all. If I come closer for y'all, you'll see exactly how huge this tree really is. You know, it's got lots of tree branches, and this is a septic sewer tank, but got branches that have came off of this tree and collect up all them branches and burn things. Just to let you know how really big, I got really close up to this tree on how big this tree really is. I'm gonna try to show you. It's really huge, y'all. There you go. Now you can tell that this thing's a huge tree. And then you look down the side. It's a huge tree, y'all. We don't know what's in that hole, but that's a pretty cute little hole there. What do you think, y'all? Hey, y'all. I'm right next to this big giant tree here. You can see how big this tree is. If I put my hand out here like this, it's huge, y'all. It's a huge tree. Big old tree, y'all. Big old cottonwood tree. But here I am, old Hillbilly Joe K.I.S., y'all. All right. Just giving you a tour of where I grew up, my early part of my life, y'all. Oh, yeah. Well, y'all, it's kind of amazing how you look back at your early years in life. Your early years in life while you were growing up, y'all. It's kind of interesting as the years pass by, how many years pass by, you know. Well, all the years pass by and a lot of things change in life, you know. We used to milk dairy cows. Milk cows and feed calves and everything like that. Well, this is where it all started for old Hillbilly Joe when he was growing up in life. I just thought I'd share you the beginning portion of my life, y'all. That's where I started out, right here in Clear Lake, South Dakota. Okay, as you can see right here, they take all these branches and they stack them up. And we stack up these branches and everything like that, and then you light it on fire. And you have yourself they call it a bonfire, y'all, where you light it on fire. You can roast marshmallows and hot dogs and stuff like that. And That's part of life that most people don't get to actually enjoy in life. But hey, enjoy certain parts of things in life that other people don't. Well, y'all, this is where we had calves. We take baby cows and we raise them up in there. It's kind of interesting as you look back in time. The cows, we put them out here in the back. Right out here is where the field is now. It never looked like this before because the grass never grew up inside the back there, because the cows actually tear it up and all it becomes is a muddy mess inside here. But you got to chase the cows and then you bring them through here into this barn. What is a barn? A barn is a place where you store your hay, milk your cows, and you feed them. And that's where it's at. But over time, y'all, this building has deteriorated in time, y'all. That's what happens when in time, everything breaks down and falls apart, y'all. Breaks down and falls apart, y'all. This is the barn where you milk the cows. See? Up here, right there in that big door, y'all. That big door swings down. You see the big giant hinges? Okay. You see this big door right here? This one swings down. You got a hinge, and another hinge. And that door comes down like this. And then you put all your hay up inside there. But that's the barn, and it's looking like it's falling apart. Yeah, it's falling apart, y'all, because of old age. This ain't what it looks like normally, because as age goes on, things tend to fall apart, y'all. But the cows' heads get between here and here, right? In between here is where the cows' heads are at, and then you feed them, and then you milk the cows while you're feeding them and everything like that. And that's how you get your milk for dairy. Oh, but things take their toll in life. As they get older, they fall apart, y'all. Well, and this is the old machine. This is where we got our tools and everything, and we used to fix everything all up and make sure that all your farm equipment gets fixed. Oh yeah, right there. That's the manure spreader. That's where all that poop from the cows, you use it to take to the field and fertilize the fields with the poop, y'all. Okay, y'all, that's it for where I grew up at, y'all. Old Hillbilly Joe. Till next time, y'all.